Good morning, everybody. This is what I call the Ninja Turtle cairn. And it sits high up on a ledge. You can see the east horizon and the west horizon. And if you can see right there, there's a hole in the wall, a tunnel, shaped like a wolf or a howling wolf. You can see that the top of it runs flat and the ledge slopes down, and this whole cairn sits inside this piece of ledge. And the ledge is pretty steep. You don't want to carry stones up the ledge, and you have these beautiful cairns inside the cairn. And this whole build here has a beginning and an end. It's connected to a larger wall that has other cairns that say different things. And this is a work of art. It was built very carefully, and whoever brought the stones up here carved many of them, fit them in to tell that story. And the fact that it's sitting up looking on both horizons isn't a coincidence, because all these walls are. All the ones I've seen anyway, or most of them, are very high up. See the hole? And the trees back there sit on the eastern horizon. And if you went on that side, you'd see the western horizon. And the sun sets at certain times of the year through that hole. And there's other holes through the wall also. It's fascinating, this wall. This is the Ninja Turtle, part of the cairn. And I say that because we have a Ninja Turtle right here. And that's a nice big stone, intentionally carved out, which many of them are and were. And that stone sits up there with many other stones similar to it. Big granite stones. You don't find these anywhere on the property except in the walls. Nowhere. And in the big cairns. That's the only place they are. They're not spread out in the valleys by the Connecticut River. In fact, there's no walls on the Connecticut River. They're all up in the mountains. Just thought I'd say that because it's very strange. So this cairn comes up here, and we have inside it a split. And that means something because I see it in a lot of these cairns. And you follow that curving split up, and you'll see what you're looking for in that cairn. And to me, this is a shape of a human. It has two legs, the pelvis, maybe the heart and the lungs, arms, and the head. He's even got his shoes, one anyway. And you can see they're carefully placed, every one of these stones. And you have a nice white stone right here where I guess the heart would be. And what's been turning up are stones like this, these flat stones. They get placed in the wall. I'm not going to move it because they shape the tunnels in the wall. And they're the ones that move. They're the ones that come out. The rest of them are in there for good. And you can see his legs and his body and his arms stretched out. And that's what I see in it anyway. I think it's pretty cool. And you move over here to this cairn, which is right next to him. You can see the boulders extend out and they turn into this piece of shiny quartz bedrock that's been placed in there above this very cool stone that sort of looks like the one in the back of the Serpent wall up there a little bit. Same type of stone, similar shape. This is definitely a special spot. This is all carved out, and there's a little platform here. Not a coincidence. This guy here has a foot. You can see it. And it's a long stone that goes in, and it's been carved out to the shape of a foot. There's his body. See how the stones are shaped and put in? There's a rectangle stone on top of that, round stones on top of that. And I see the body in it, and he's climbing over the wall. That's what I see in it. Large, large stones going across. Where the bedrock goes down, they still go across. And inside the walls are these special spots that you can read. And the stones are in place, they're numbered, I believe. They're specific, and they watch the horizons. These people were looking at the horizons, times of year. They were watching the stars. The moon sets up here too. It rises up here on this horizon. And that's what they were watching, I believe. They weren't just building these to put really cool cairns in the walls. They were also watching the horizon and looking for something maybe, or who knows why they built these very, 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 very large structures. Some of these walls run for miles, and they just run in straight lines, and they're meant to say something. That's what I believe. At least that's what I've been seeing. And like you can see, I'm going downhill here, and you don't stack stones up on the highest spot. You roll them as low as you can go if you're clearing a field. But like I said, they're not in the fields. These stones are all in the walls. And it's morning here. It's a beautiful day. I wanted to show you that cairn with the two guys in it, and the Ninja Turtle, and the flame. It's very cool, isn't it? I'll show you some more of it. I'll get more detail on it, and thank you for watching here in Vermont.